Welcome in. Good to be back doing lives. There is RD. Long time, long say. And what's RD up to tonight? Not much. It's been a minute. I know it's probably been over a month or more. I've been trying to take care of everything and try to take care of the foot. Yada, yada, yada. So, um, yeah, I was gonna, I'm running a little bit behind tonight. I was on the phone with a friend of mine for almost 3 hours. So, as far as the foot goes, it's a little swollen, but that's where I've been on so much. Um, I do have a walking boot over here. Yeah, I'm doing okay all day. It's just a slow process, a very slow process. But I go Tuesday to the wound center up here where I'm at. And I'm dreading it because they see the foot, they'll see that toe kind of swollen, and there I'll be again back in the hospital, and I don't want that. So, um, I'm going to talk to them about see what I can do. I did a regular video day. Um, Kind of a little bit of an update, but I'm actually sitting here on the bed because I got set a certain way. Because back to my calf, um, if I sit the other way, back my calf will start hurting me, and then I got to readjust myself. So um, I can walk pretty good, but after a while, I'll start to hurt. All day, I haven't had tried any new tobaccos. Hold on. No, I have an RD. Of course, I've been. Whoops, sorry, you can't see me. There we go. Um, of course, remember last time I had this broken riff. Um, I've been smoking half and half. So, of course, I got this is a Missouri Meerschaum Ozark pipe. I've been slowly smoking it, getting it broke in. Of course, any cob or anything like that. You guys know that piece of wood down there. I mean, it's gonna have a weird taste for 4 or 5 smokes. So, um, all my tobacco is still up there. I haven't had time to go up there and get anything because it's either I got doctor's appointments or I got stuff to do. And now Prince was pretty good stuff. Um, you know how they used to make the regular Prince apple in a regular can, half and half. Now it's half the size of it now. Half the size. Let me put this up real quick. Excuse me, I had one more, and I'm not too much of a Nermac guy, but I kind of like this. It's cheap. It's a super value vanilla, which I'll kind of take that and some half and half, kind of mix it and smoke it. But that's the only blends I've got right here, right now. I'm going to try to attempt tomorrow. Well, I don't know yet. But I can only walk so far, and every day I walk a bit further and further and further without hurting somebody. But it's just I'll show you the walking boot. Some of you may know, some others may not. Now as long as I'm here, I can have it off. That's what I gotta wear, guys. This is my walking boot. I gotta put this on my foot every time I go outside. I gotta wear this. It's just like wearing a regular shoe, going through the city, just strap it on, pull through, strap it. That's it. Especially it's called an air boot because I could take this thing here and pump it up, makes it tight. But that's the boot. So I can't be on it too much, but like from here to the dollar store, which is not far from me, I could do that. But I say like walking from here to the other end of town, I can't do it. Not right now. But other than that, I've been smoking this pipe here, and I recommend these type. It's a Missouri Meerschaum. It's an Ozark. It's an oak called an Ozark. It's about $10. Same way with your corn cob from Missouri Meerschaum corn cob. They make Ozark. Once you start getting this broke in, yeah, this will get a little hot if you puff too hard. But once you start breaking it in, you can almost smoke this like a broad. Not quite, but almost. But lightweight, easy to clench. I can light this and go on. No, it's a Ozark. This is not an olive wood pipe. It's an Ozark, Missouri Meerschaum. Only $10. Well, $10 plus a little bit of change. But yeah, easy to clench, lightweight. I prefer this over my Dr. Graybo. It's my Dr. Graybo. So, like I said, it's a Missouri Meerschaum. Or you can even go on to the Missouri Meerschaum website and get one of these. If your local tobacconist don't got these, you can go online and get them. There's Yornik. Well, welcome in. Long time, long say. Our day, that's Yornik. I'll get it right. Always over on James Dumbo's Lives. I gotta take his sock off for a second. I post change my gall every day. I haven't done it today because I don't feel like it. I wear these even though it's wrapped, I take a hospital sock, put over that. It's supposed to start snowing here where I'm out here in the high. Here probably tomorrow or one day this week coming up. Don't know when yet. We'll see. It's supposed to do it tomorrow, but we'll see. So, what are you guys smoking? What are you smoking it in? I cannot smoke in this room where I'm at. I have to go outside, and I ain't gonna go outside tonight. But I keep this around just to hold it. Yeah, you'll get used to our day. You never know what it's gonna pull or do. They don't here at this hotel where I'm at. They use there's two buildings here. This is a hotel. Ah, yeah. I hate snow. I hate it. But with these buildings here, they got one for smoking and one for not smoking. They used to ask you that. Are you a smoker or non-smoker? But since one of these apartments, one of these rooms caught fire, they quit all of it. They quit all smoking on both sides. The last time I was, hold on a minute. Let me do something here real quick. Oh, nice, nice. Um, there's one night, prime example. I was here in bed one night. It was about midnight. Somebody was pounding on my door. Just for luck, I had the TV on. I had all my lights out. And I'm thinking, I checked my time. I'm thinking, he's knocking on my door this time of night. Well, here it was. The guy running the office up there. He's checking these smoke detectors. Well, somebody set the smoke detector off. And they was trying to figure out which room it was coming from. Well, I happened to look up towards that way. There's the fire department, two trucks. So, you know, where somebody was smoking in their room and they wasn't supposed to. So everybody's got to go outside and smoke. And the way the weather's been around here for the last couple of days, you might as well forget it. Unless you got a vehicle. RD, are you smoking anything? You aren't smoking Book it, if I pronounced it right, in the mirror. It's a Virginia vapor. I never even heard of that. Um, I'm gonna move you guys over here where it's easier for me. Oh, nice. Be easier on me to do it this way in the chair than try to sit on the bed. I hope I just don't drop you guys. There we go. Let me grab something. There we go. That's better. That's a little bit better. It's from Full House Cop. It's good but too dry. Yeah, your tobacco is better off a little bit on the dry side than the moisture side. That's the main thing. Your tobacco is better off dry. You get less tongue bite. You're not burning your mouth up. So forth and so on. So turn a little bit more, but that's why I do all my tobaccos. I dry mine out, not to the point it's dust, but dry it out enough to where it's smokable. Um, I don't know if Todd will allow me to do this now, but Todd got he messaged me here about a week or so ago, and Todd was in the hospital. Apparently, he had a stroke. So, if you are a praying person, pray for him, give him good vibes, whatever. Um, I seen Bean 316's video day, and he made a post. Oh, Dan Tobacco. I had Dan Tobacco before. I forget which one I had, but yeah, I seen the whole castle collection. Huh. Um, and he made a post today, and somebody is, yes, Jordan. I don't know if he was on James Dunbo's live here the other night or not. I probably got all about him being on. So I don't know if Todd was on there or not. Um, but somebody is starting a drama crop again, and so towards him again. So he's going supposed to be making the video. So we'll um, wait to see that. So I've been watching a lot of videos. I seen Ed Armchair Purpose today and Bean 316. I watched some of Simon's live tonight. I didn't watch it all the way through, but I watched some of it. I didn't comment or nothing. Um, oh, I understand you want it. I do that. I'll get so tired that I'll just go to bed and and it's just anymore. I'm usually by now. I'm usually in bed by now, but and I usually get up about 8:39. But I ain't doing nothing tonight. I ain't gonna be doing nothing for the next week. So we're gonna have some lives. Um, Cause usually a lot of times I'll usually a lot of times I'll lay there till about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and reason why anybody hasn't seen me for a month because I was somewhere else, and I think I made one video where I was at regular video, but so Todd might pop on, Patrick might pop on. He knows he's gonna pop on. Um, there's been times Craig from the Tunnel Take will pop up on your live. Oh, I understand that. I used to do puzzles, and I'll get to the point where I'll get so tired, my eyes gonna start cross-eyed, and I'll start getting a headache, and I gotta quit. I gotta quit doing them. I haven't done a puzzle probably in, oh Lord, probably 4 or 5 years. So I mean, it's just been I've just been mostly sitting back and watching videos and watch a few lives. That's just about it. Because now you get used to know who's doing what. Used to there'd be so many lives going on there for a while, and it was so hard to keep up with everybody. Like 7 days a week, there'd be lives going on. I know Yardism every once in a while. Yardism Chad will have a live, and Phil Rivera every once in a while he'll pop up. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, that's kind of good if you don't got nothing to do and you're bored out of your mind. I got a couple games on my phone that I play every once in a while, like Monopoly and bubble shooter game, whatever. But I sucked off them for a while. I used to play them every day, but it's just now I'm not playing maybe a couple times a week because I got so many people calling, texting, and try to keep up with everybody and I had this girl here a couple nights, and I mean I'm not putting the girl down. I mean she's 32. Her mentality is probably of a I don't know 14, 15 year old, and she can't. How can I put it without being mean? And I don't say nothing. I'll be a mean guys. You guys know me well. Know me. Um, it's like the daily routine of life, like managing your bills, uh, when to cook, when to eat, how to cook your meals. clean, make your bed, stuff like that. Daily routine, manage money. Can't do that. And she got so bad that I told her, I said, because I'm trying to help her out. But it got to the point where my nerves, which everything's going on with me right now, is my nerves and stuff. And she got me so upset last night that I told her, I said, you're going to have to do something tomorrow talking about today. And I said, you're going to have to, you know, figure out what you're going to do. Because I said, I said, I can't do this. And when the person gets to the point of uh, demand to use your phone, demand to do this, demand to do that, um, that goes through me like a knife. It just triggers me. And I got a short fuse anyways. I mean, joking around stuff. I could joke around, BS anybody all day long. But yeah, that's like I'm here. I got selfish foot, but it's just you want to do stuff, but you really can't do it at the same time. And back in my mind, I think I can get out here and do whatever, and my mind says do it, but my body says no, not right now. That's the thing. That's the main thing. So this other girl I know, this her caregiver, um, she messaged me earlier and she asked me if I was all right and everything. I said yeah. She says, "Are you mad at me?" She said, "Or anything?" I said, "No, I'm not mad at you. It's just she's got to." And she's trying to help her and use common sense, but she don't want to do it. And I can't handle that. So, but as far as my tobaccos and stuff goes, I've been, like I said, I've been smoking them. But other than that, I haven't been doing too much. Um, Besides, it's been raining, so I really can't go outside do anything or walk where I want to walk. Because sometimes if I want to smoke my pipe, I'll put that walking boot on and pack that pipe or whatever's in the pipe from the day before. I may walk up to the office and walk back, and so I figure I'll walk up there and walk back. That pipe be done. So that's right. You want that? That's right. We can help somebody, but that person's got to help themselves first before anybody can help. And that's what I was trying to tell her. And it's like it's not. It's going in this year, like it's going this year, but it stops this year. It's not going through and rushing it up in the brain and come here and go out. It's like gotta plug this side up, let it go here, and let it hit your brain. And I told her that today. I said, you got to use common sense. I said, people are trying to help you, but you burn, and I told her, and I even told her this yesterday, you burn so many bridges and line that now you're at the point now nobody doesn't want to help you because they can't trust you. I said, it's like the boy that tried wolf. I said, when that boy tried wolf, they come and run him. And he sat there and laughed. He done a couple more times crying wolf. No wolf. But when the wolf actually did come and attacked him, he tried wolf. Guess what? Nobody helped him because they didn't believe him. He burned those bridges, those people. Now he got hurt. Same her protector, but she tried wolf so many times that now she burns everybody, and and it's pretty bad. She went and even lied on me, and it's sad. And I told her, and the reason why I mean, I'm talking about exactly my channel. We talk about everything, anything, and everything in between. But the thing is, like I told her today, I said, once you leave from here, I said, don't go around line. Don't tell nobody where I'm at, my room number or anything. Because I said, I know where it came from. And I said, I won't be so nice about it when you do it. That's right. That's right, Yarn. No, yeah, you're right. You know, you told the truth. I mean, you don't have to be sorry about it. Um, and she couldn't figure out why so many people comes to me or try to help me out because of the condition I'm in. And I learned to accept the fact too that somebody helped because I'm the type of person that I'm so independent that I'm used to doing it for myself. And now here I am, I'm in a predicament, and people's trying to help, and it's like, in one way, for me, it's a blessing, but on the other hand, it's kind of aggravating for me because I can't do it like I used to or want to. But I learned to accept the fact that accept it, and like her, she can't accept that. She can't figure that out. She can't comprehend. That's the word I was looking for. She can't comprehend a lot of stuff. So you have to really have to break it down to the point to where she can understand what you're talking about. And I tried for a couple of days, tried to tell her and everything. But life in general, when a person's going through a trying time themselves and they're trying to help somebody else out, it don't work out too well. That's in my case. Now, um, other things. I mean, there's a lot of times in my life that I've been down and out and always bounce back. I get knocked down on the floor, I'll get right back up, wipe dust off, do it, and try again. But now I got knocked down this time, and I'm having a hard time getting back up. That's where I'm at. Um, Hold on, guys. Gotta stretch that leg out. Um, but a lot of times in life in general, I had somebody told me here a while back, and I took it to heart. They told me, Jeff, you help everybody else out. You never think about yourself. They said, now it's time for you to do you, focus on you. I said, I thought about it, and I said, yeah, you're right. But I said, I'm a type of person that cannot stay down. I cannot be laid up. I cannot. I said, I know I pushed me off the foot. That's right, Jordan. And that's me. I don't quit. I may be down, but I don't quit. I don't quit. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter. Um, so I kind of took that to heart. But like I said, I told him, I said, I can't, I said, I know push me off the foot, push it, yada, yada, yada. But I said, right now, I said, I can't, I said, I'm the type of person, I can't be laid up. I'm so active. Now, like today, there's one of them days I didn't care. Because I'll get days like I said, hey, it's like today I was going to take off. I was going to call a taxi and go out to Walmart, get one of them scooter deals, and run around Walmart for a while. Now I got to thinking, no, I'm not getting dressed today. I'm going to stay in my PJs and my shirt. The heck with it. I don't. So I got stuff here, but I ordered Domino's. I got me one of those chicken Alfredos today. Of course, a 2 year Coke. And I didn't feel like doing nothing. I didn't feel like sticking anything in the microwave. So I said, heck with it. I'll just order. But normally I don't drink Coke. And one of the reasons why I don't drink Coke is because it dries my mouth out and plus it gives me heartburn real bad. But I couldn't. Beggars can't be choosers. Just like I was talking to somebody earlier, and I'll share you guys. I won't go too much about the aspects of it, but yeah, that's right. Good thing you said something. Hey, RD, where you at? Don't let me get hold of the commission. Don't let me get hold of the Don. You don't want me to do that. Where you at, RD? Give me a minute, he'll pop up. But but anyways, um, this way I look at people on my end of the spectrum. Don't judge a person. Don't condemn a person. You don't know what that person's going through in their daily life. Like me, I could be on here all happy to go get it. Say, I figure he'll pop up. Or day, I'm watching you. But and that's what I was trying to explain to this girl. And you don't judge somebody by the cover, you know. Like I said, I could be happy to go get it here, but when I'm off camera, it's a whole different ball game. Um, a lot of people be going through a lot of stuff. We just don't know. Like me, I can sit here and be going through major stuff and never do a video. There's been a time I never done a video, nothing for 6 months. I got guys from the YTPC was burning my phone up. Jeff, you all right? Doing all right? We haven't seen you because they thought something might happen. I said, I'm fine. It's just that's right, doing it. That happens every time. You never know. You never know. They They could be anybody from the YTPC, and then all of a sudden they'll just pop up on you, start talking. Never know. Never know. Like I've always said, Dorn, expect the unexpected. You never know what's going to happen. I had people ask me, well, where's so and so? I don't know. Well, where's that so and so? I don't know. And all of a sudden they pop up and say, well, my ears burn, or I heard my name, or whatever. Hold on. I'm like James Stumbo. I do too. But they'll just pop up. I had Craig from the Tunnel Take on here. I had Over a Pipe Martin on here. I had Tennessee Bull. I had Phil Rivera. Um, there's several other people. Yes, Jordan. Yeah, nice song. Now, I tell people that every day. Expect the unexpected, because you never know from one minute to the next. You don't know what's going to happen next 5, 10, 20 minutes, hour from now, 2 hours from now. Don't know. We can lay our heads down tonight and be gone tomorrow. I can lay my head down tonight and be gone tomorrow. I mean, not to be scary and put everybody in a depressed mood, but we don't. I mean, we don't know what life is going to bring us. You know, I was over Hillsboro, met this young lady, 39 years old, and yes, I could tell she had a troubled life. Yes, I could tell that yep, that's right, York. And when I first drove there, I'll tell you where I was at. I was at the homeless shelter. Well, I was quiet for a couple of days, and everybody's watching me. I'm a quiet man, and she broke the silence with me, and then I started cracking jokes and cracking on her. Well, we wound up becoming best friends, and then then she had to leave. Well, I wound up with her number and all that, and friends wise, and when she left, she come up and she gave me a hug and she said, and I told her, I said, I'm going to promise you one thing. I said, I won't forget you. I said, I won't forget you. I promise you. I've messaged her every day. Good morning, good night, and good. I mean, she's a good looking girl. She really is. She's good looking. But when she made a comment to me, now I'll just say this because she won't care. Got talking about something. Oh, I know what it was. I said I could sit here and joke and BS with you to anybody, but I said I could be serious on the other hand, common sense serious. And I said something, and she kind of looked at me. She says, "Nobody doesn't want me." I could have a. Are you serious? This exactly on, and here I am. I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking to myself. Are you serious? You're 39 years old. You got it. It'll be every man's dream to be. I'm thinking to myself, be every man's dream to be with you. But like I said, she had just I think she discussed with me that I will not repeat because like I told her, I keep all things underneath my hat. But there's certain things I can talk about. There's certain things I cannot talk about. But I told her I was coming back up here, and she says, "I want you to keep in touch with me." I said, "I promise." I said, "I told you I would." Because I think what it is for she's by herself and with the mental everything that happened is I think I kind of keep her going. And I can say this much. I told her, I said, you know, you can call me and text me any given time you want to if you need somebody to talk to. But I said, don't be afraid to do it. And I think that's what it is. Is something happened with her with the guy that she's afraid to say something that to me that either I'll get mad about or take offense to, and she does not want to say the wrong thing. I told her, I have told her, and I mean, told her face and told her, yes, I got a short fuse, and yes, I can get million and rattlesnake, but if you message me or talk to me, I can read between the lines. I can understand what you're saying, and I can understand. I can help you. I didn't even invite her to come here. I paid for a week for two people. There's two beds here. I said, you come stay a night or two, get away. You can sleep in one bed. I can sleep in the other bed. You got nothing to worry about. And she knows this. And and she kind of says something to me. She says, you know, Jeff, she says, you're one of the most kindest people and most sweetest person I've ever been around first being your man. And I said, well, I'm one of those type of people that will sit down and I'll listen. I'll sit down, thank you. And I said, I'm the type of person I will sit here and listen to you and I won't say a word. Will not say a word. Because I've been down that road. I've been there and done that on some things. And then all the same time I'm listening, I'm reading between the lines. I'll watch you. I'll sit back like this, and I'm listening to you. And at the same time I'm listening to you, I'm watching you. I'm watching how you speak, how you act, and everything. And that's what I was doing with her. And when she was talking to me by herself, I was watching. I know deep down she's hurt. Deep down, she feels like nobody cares, nobody gives a crap. Yes, they did all day. Um, she'll tell me things, but when somebody else came out, we'll switch the subject. Because the way I feel about it, if you talk to me, you're talking to me in confidence. And yeah, I'll be reading people. That's what he be doing. I can sit here, I can sit there and watch somebody, and I can tell if they're going to be all right or not. Prime example, since RD brought that up. And yeah, okay, yeah, I got you, RD. Um, this boy is 24 years old. He's from Georgia. Gee, I love people from Georgia. But anyways, well, got on this subject about the mafia. Uh oh, uh oh, my favorite subject. Here we go. So I'm sitting here and I said, oh, what about them? Oh, there's this mafia down south. They're called something. I forget what the name of them are. Rebel something. So here I am, looking at him, watching him. The way he's 24 years old, he acts like he's a big shot. Well, I said, well, you're about ready to get a history lesson, son. I said, you better listen up. You better listen good. And I said, if you're talking about the organized crime family, the biggest one, and the biggest one, the popular one, is out from New York City. Oh, okay. Or okay, Yornik. I'm going to check that out. Um, and I mentioned the Gambino family. I said, yeah, I asked him, I said, you ever heard of them? Yeah. He says, no, I never heard of them. Well, we got talking about it. And I said, it's made up. I said, about every one's got what's called the commission. Commission? What do you mean, commission? And I said, there's five families. I said, that's the powerhouse. That's what controls everything. It's the bosses of all bosses. And I said, look it up. You know, look up Paul Castellano, look up John Gotti, look up Sammy the Bull. Look him guys, tell him, look him guys up. If you don't believe me, look him up. That's right, all day. I said, look him up. I told him, I said, them guys up there make them guys look like a bunch of peewees. I said, them guys ain't no joke. And I said, them guys don't play. And I said, another thing too, they don't go around bragging about they're in the mafia or whatever, or made man or whatever. They don't brag out. They don't got to brag. I said that's a. I told him I said that's code. It's a secret. It's like a secret society. You don't know who's who. You can go up to New York where they're at. You don't know who they are. It could be the guy sitting next to you. It could be the guy pass you on the street, pass you in the store. You don't know. And then I pop my channel up. My channel. Y'all seen his eyes. His eyes got that big. See my channel. Ooh. And then all of a sudden I show you my channel is like it went dead silent. It's like you can hear a pin drop. And all this time I'm sitting here laughing. And I told him that's just my channel name. Exactly. Well, you know, if you're underneath the radar, yeah, they're gonna watch you, and they know who you are. Yeah, they're gonna kind of keep an eye out and yada yada yada. Um, look them up. You can watch it on YouTube. I watch it all the time. Um, I mean, it's a public information. It's public. Um, I'm not no affiliated with them. I tell you now, I am not affiliated with them. You know, but I just want to make that clear. But you know, he thought he knew about it. He claimed to know. I said it's all over. It's all over. We didn't even got here in the high. They, we got here in the high. There's Michigan. It could be over the United States. But if you want to talk about the big ones, I mean, big ones. That's the most popular ones out of New York. Are they? Is a lot of them still out today? Yes, but it ain't like it used to be. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, early mid 90s. Um, it ain't like it used to be. Yeah, I mean, they try to keep low key and try to stay out of the spotlight. Um, you know, they don't want to be known or well known or whatever. You know, I mean, and if one would squeal, well, he goes bye bye. Put it that way. Because you have your boss, under boss, then you have your soldiers, your crew underneath, and then this guy here be underneath the under boss. Uh, maybe two or three guys may have their men. This guy have his men. This guy over here have his men. This guy over here have his men, and they got specific jobs to do. It'll be like working in a factory or um, restaurant. Everybody's got certain jobs, and you got a manager, assistant manager, and each person's got a certain job to do. Yeah, they got their hitmen. They got, you know, that's right. Um, I watched this documentary about them where this one guy was supposed to done something, but was supposed to do it, and it got back to the boss, and he went. They found him in the trunk of his car. Now, there's a lot of ex mob, guys been in the mob. There's a lot of ex-ones that used to be in there. They're no longer in them. They got out of it. But I mean, they can go back in, but they have to do a lot of work to get back in there. Because there's a lot of them guys will get you in a heartbeat. But see, that's probably something about that boy. It's just like he thought that, you know, wearing baggy pants and thinks he's all that. And this younger generation ain't going to know nothing because they haven't been taught. You know, they haven't been taught anything. They haven't been taught, their parents never taught them nothing. And some of these parents out here today, they say, well, I don't want my kids to grow up like I did. Well, that's why you got that implanted in you, so you teach your kids what you've been taught. Your parents didn't do it for their health, for you to just sit there and let your kids do whatever. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. If hold on a minute, I got this. That's from with society today, and they wonder why. If I would have did half the stuff these kids are doing today, I wouldn't be sitting here. And if these kids did half the stuff I did when I was younger, shit, and get away with it. I mean, I never been. I never did anything that would harm or hurt anybody. You know, but we never walked. I never went around and egged somebody's car because I know what egging do to somebody's car. It'll chip that paint off. We may take some toilet paper or something, or something like toilet paper, wrap somebody's mirrors, outside mirrors on their car, or take one, throw it up in the trees, or something like that. But it's just you know, and these kids. Okay, RD. Um, but the way these kids today back talk, disrespect other people. Nah, I had here about a couple years ago. I was somewhere, and this kid was disrespecting somebody, and the parents sat back there just kind of laughing about it. They thought it was cute. They kept up and kept up and kept up and kept up. Finally, I got tired of hearing, and I picked up and I said, "Are you going to correct your child?" I said, "Was you raised like that? Was you raised like that?" Well, no. Then why are you raising that child like that? That's right. That's right, Lauren. I said, if you wasn't raised like that and you know better, then why are you letting your child do it? Is that right? No, it's not right. If I would have done something like that, I would have got busted right. I said I would have got my butt busted, and I would have got busted right in my mouth for it. The way I was raised, you respect your adult. You respect yours. I don't care if it's your mom, dad, or you're in somebody's house. You go by their rules. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. Now I'm glad my parents spanked me and raised me the way I am today. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't stand it. And it's just like, you know, I just don't get it. I just don't understand why would you allow that to happen. I when I was raising my son, I rather for him to go out here and mow somebody's yard or helping another neighbor out than going out here being criminal. Now, once I left, once me and my ex-wife got divorced, it's like I wasn't his life anymore. Wasn't his life. So everything went downhill. He was 18 years old. See, well, he's in his early 20s. He'd be 28 in November. But his buddy came to the house and convinced him to go over to Walmart. This when Walmart sold cigarettes. They don't do it now. But he went out. His buddy convinced him it's going to be all right. They had these BB guns, looked like 38 to 45s. Those BB guns. I didn't know what happened until he got sentenced. Went in there, went to the bullpen. That's what they call it, the bullpen. With how the cigarettes, stole 4 cartons of cigarettes, took off. Well, when I was reading the case, come to find out there's a guy in there, he had a carry concealed permit. And that judge told him and now the boy, he said, you boys are lucky that you both of them didn't get shot. Well, he was doing 4 years. He gets in there, lo and behold, he gets in trouble again. They found a shank in his cell. So he goes to solitary confinement for it. He won't talk to me because he knows he's got one. Because I told him, because I told him, I said, if I catch him, he's mine. I said, if I catch him, he's going to be, he's going to be answering me some questions. I mean, I'm going to take you guys over here. But, because he knew because he knows he wasn't raised like that. And you also know that because he was young and dumb. Why would you go do something like that knowing you're going to get in trouble? Knowing you're going to get caught. They know they can scan you and know where you live because they'll be coming knocking on your door. Yep, that's right, Yarn. Everybody thinks they're all Billy bad. I had a boy graze me one time, almost hit me, and I ain't like that, but I mean it's crazy. People don't understand. People think they're all big and bad and tough until something happens, and once it happens, then they want to back up against the wall and cry like a baby. Well, guys, much I hate to do this, my legs starting to hurt me real bad. I gotta stretch out. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining me, Yornik and RD. I should be on tomorrow. On what time it'll be? Probably during the day or whatever evening. Well, RD is young and dumb and full of you know what. I ain't gonna say the other word on there, but yeah. So I should be on tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. My legs start to hurt me real bad because where I've been sitting. So I appreciate you guys. Oh, I sure will, Yarnik. I sure will. Catch me tomorrow. Um, I'll pop up. And you guys be safe as well. This is how Mafia Popular. Keep them lit, keep the embers burning, and y'all.